Hello and welcome to another Doctor's Assistant 1 video. Today I'm doing a video on my most prized Doctor Who items, and that which is a little bit of a sequel and or spiritual successor, whatever the hell you want to call it, like updated version of a video I did way back. I think it was back in 2016, and that of my top 5 Doctor Who merchandise I did back then. But this is my most prized Doctor Who items, and that, much like Wingy Media, I couldn't pin it down to just one thing. However, all of these things have different meanings to me and represent and mean something different to me as a fan. And I know no one tagged me in this, but I've seen it obviously in and around the Doctor Who YouTube community. It started with Mr. TARDIS Reviews, and you know, Batman March, Ace Creeper, Council of Geeks, Winky Media, loads of people have been doing it, and that including Pertwee Smith 11, who I was going to originally tag him in this video, but Harry Williams, I think it is, also already beat me to it, as it were, so yeah. So yeah, I only have one person to tag, unfortunately, instead of 2, but oh well. So yeah, again, these aren't like in order. They all mean something different to me, and or so they're not like, you know, the first thing I show you is worse than the last thing, and vice versa. But the first thing here I've got off camera is the, if I can even show you it the right way around, the Regenerations box set that I got back when I was, I think it was 17 and that years of age, and I am 20 now, and yeah, it's limited edition to 10,000. And I don't know why, but on Forbidden Planet at the time that I asked for it, it was on there for like 30-35 quid. So I was like, that's a bargain, considering that this originally I think retailed for anywhere between £90 and £100 when it first came out. So how I ended up, or how my mum ended up buying it for so cheap is beyond me. But not only is it an amazing box set, obviously, for that any Doctor Who fan should have, it also houses all of my autographs that I've got so far at conventions, and I know Matthew Rowney of the Who Addicts also has this box set and also gets it signed and that. But I was thinking, although we both do that, and I think I know Adam the Geek's Handbag, I think I've seen pictures of him do this as well. However, obviously every one of us is our experiences doing this, even though we're getting the same thing signed, will be different. You know, how the people will be at the event, i.e. the actor, will be different. You know, and that. So you know, it'll be, and what they presumably have put down in our books will be different, even though we're all getting the same thing signed. But yeah, this is a really treasured item in my Doctor Who collection, and whenever I feel a bit down, I flick through and just think to myself, you know, I've met some of the people I adore, you know, Paul McGann, Colin Baker and Sylvester McCoy. So far out of the Doctors, I've got their signatures, so brilliant stuff. My next item is similarly sort of significant to me because I'm a huge fan of this Doctor, which I am with Paul McGann, and it is, of course, the Who on Earth Tom Baker, or Who on Earth is even Tom Baker book. Now, this isn't actually my copy of it as such. I got given it, so it has a little bit of a story behind it. I got it from one of the support staff people from my old college, who was awesome enough to give me this. Then again, I kind of nagged them quite a bit, but to be fair, they said that they were clearing out the attic and they were gonna get rid of it. It wouldn't be so bad if it was like a paperback, and also it wasn't signed either, because it's signed as well on the inside, and that, if you can see, which you probably can't actually see. It is signed. I'm doing a terrible job of. It is signed on that bit and that, but then the person in question who I'm on about, the member of staff, did make the valid point, well, it wouldn't be worth anything to you because it's not signed to you. But so this is the second piece of merchandise now that I've got, and or memorabilia that I've got, that is signed by Tom Baker but not to me. So hopefully the third item and or third item is the third time's the lucky, as it were, because again I would love to meet him because he is my favourite Doctor. And yeah, I'm, as you can see, in the midst of reading it at the moment. It's quite a tricky read. I am dyslexic, so but it's hardback. It's just an amazing. He has such a way with describing things, and he's just an amazingly interesting person to me, you know, both as a actor, person, and or in the role of the Doctor. He really made it his own, obviously. And yeah, it's signed by him, and it's just insane that I've got this, you know. Just insane, really. I never thought I'd get this book, never mind it be hardback and signed by Mr. Tom Baker himself. Yeah. Next item we have is this medal that I got a while ago, which doesn't seem to want to correctly. Will it actually go over my person? Yes, it will. That I got for doing a walk for the National Autism Society, and that and it says to run like a Time Lord medal. And that, so yeah, I raised anywhere between like 250 and 350, I think, pounds. It's this thing. So, and this middle bit also spins as well, and it comes with this awesome, as I said, TARDIS, and it's almost got like this like pocket watch sort of design. Kind of reminds me of the Series 8 and Series 9 sort of title sequence, or the sort of Capaldi title sequence, you know. And then it's even got the clocks on the sort of thing continuing even, and then it's got the National Autism Society logo, or their old logo, and that, and you know, it's awesome because again, as someone with Asperger's syndrome, it's awesome that I've been able to help, and it's also got, yeah, well, like run like a Time Lord on it, and that, but yeah, awesome thing. Like, I don't usually, I don't know, I don't think besides this I've ever really won much of anything really like this before, and that, but yeah. I'm gonna try and take this off again, but yeah, so that was cool, and that, the next thing that I've got, second to last thing even, are these two classic Doctor Who DVDs. Why are they so important? Genesis of the Daleks and Earthshock. Well, they are the first Doctor Who DVDs I ever got. Surprisingly enough, I got them from a shop called Zavvi in the town, or the city that I live in that town. I think they were having a going out of sale business, so they either had 25% or 50% off everything. So I got these for relatively even cheaper than they would have been, so they would have been, what, maybe, I don't know, maybe anywhere between $5.99 and $9.99, and I got them, as I say, half price, sort of 25-50% off. And yeah, so Genesis of the Daleks, cracking story. I know some people feel like it's overrated, but again, I have a bit of a soft spot because, again, that and Earthshock are my first two entries into Classic Who, and what brilliant stories to start with. Dalek story and a Sideman story, and that, you know, even though Peter Davison's not my favourite Doctor, this story has a special place in my heart, as does obviously Genesis of the Daleks, and that, two cracking stories, and that. The last item that I've got, unfortunately, isn't quite as in mint condition as I would like it to be, as it were, although it probably has quite a bit of more emotional impact on me, or meaning to me. It's a Dalek action figure, Assault Dalek, which is a bit confusing because it's the Dalek with that like claw thing. In my head I was going to say that it's that like Dalek that's like a guard for the Emperor, but it's the one that tries opening the bulkhead sealed door thing that Linda with a Y is stuck in. And that, but the thing is, I, being the idiot that I am, when I was younger, put this on the windowsill and that, which you shouldn't do because then obviously the back got sun bleached, so the card back and all cardboard is completely saturated, like the colour of it, so which obviously will decrease its value. Not that I'm considering selling it anyway, but it's also Comic-Con exclusive, 2007 Comic-Con exclusive to 3000, and that, it's got the sticker there. Mine is 685. Rare US import figure and a free top trump, not available in the UK. And that, not only is it a Dalek that I love Daleks, and that I also quite like the sort of bronze and gold Dalek design. My nan bought me this back when she was alive, and yeah, it reminds me of her. She passed away on the same day, ironically, of the 50th anniversary of Doctor Who. But yeah, it's kind of, I feel sorry for Mr. TARDIS, as he probably didn't think that as many YouTubers, or WhoTubers, whatever you want to call us, would regale stories of kind of some sad stories, and that, because I know Batman March obviously did, and I know, I think his name's Alex, is it? Wingy Media, I know he did, but yeah, as I say, just looking at that kind of reminds me of my nan. The autism medal just kind of reminds me of something I accomplished, and something that will hopefully have helped a lot of other people who have a similar sort of neurological disorder as I do, as it were, and that, you know, and yeah, and the classic Who episodes, because they got me into Doctor Who. Like, I got more into Doctor Who and that, and that, and I really like those stories. The funny thing is though, even though Tom Baker's my favourite Doctor, I probably watched Earthshock a lot more because it was the shorter of the two. And even now, as a kid, I always liked watching classic Who in one sitting, and that, you know, from point A to point B, i.e. each part in one sitting. And I still like doing that now. That's probably why Jon Pertwee episodes are quite a bit challenging for me to watch, because I have to, you know, have a whole pretty much day dedicated to the one episode. But yeah, originally I was going to tag Pertwee Smith 11 as well as the other person that I'm about to tag, but I'm just going to tag the other person anyway. I'm going to tag my friend Michael, who is also known as Nerd Central on YouTube. So yeah, I'd love to hear what he has to say, what his favourite Doctor Who item is. You don't have to have 5 items, you can have as many as you want, 1 item, 6, you know, 8, you know, whatever it is. I mean, I know if I was him, I'd pick the 8th Doctor Sonic Screwdriver he has, which is like a metal, like, replica-y thing. It's pretty insane, and that he got off eBay. And that, I mean, I know when I was at his and I asked him, what would you say is your most prized possession, he sort of was like, oh, because I suggested, by any chance is it the 8th Doctor Sonic, and I was like, well, to be fair, that's not officially licensed by, you know, and you can't, you know, you can't easily get it, sort of thing. You know, it's not something like one of the action figures or a book or a DVD or something that everyone can get, but I don't know, I mean, I'd pick that, but it's totally up to him really at the end of the day. But yeah, so I hope he gets around to doing this video at some point. I know that will be busy with university and stuff, but still. And yeah, I hope you liked the video, and I hope you like, comment, share, and enjoyed it. I've definitely enjoyed watching a lot of other people's videos about what they've been, you know, what is their most prized possession in their Doctor Who collection, and these were my most prized items of my collection, you know, and that they've all got little different things attached to them, you know, like I didn't just buy the Tom Baker autobiography, I didn't just buy the, well, I did just buy the Doctor Who DVDs, what am I on about? I didn't, you know, I got the Regenerations box set for my birthday, 17th birthday. I have, when I think of that box set, I think of the memories of going to different conventions, but yeah, so yeah, thanks for watching, comment, rate and subscribe.